Ladies and gentlemen, your host for the evening, Kente Scott!
I'm your host, Kente Scott. We are doing a comedy cafe. We're not going to stop this laugh train. We're going to bring this comedy to you. We've been doing it, so we're going to keep on doing it. So please, share it with your friends. Let folks know. Do a watch party, whatever you got to do. Text Sister Mabel, Sister Ethel, Brother Clarence, all of them. Let them know what we're doing up in here. I'm your host. The quarantine not going to stop us. The pandemic not going to stop us. But the pandemic has changed some things. Because what I should have done before the pandemic, I didn't know. I was like 2020, finna find me a boo. I got till summertime. I didn't know I had till March 13th. And if you didn't have one before then, you probably wasn't gonna have one till 2021. Because it's difficult. Like I don't trust everybody. Like I'm not a germaphobe, but I don't know where you been. Like, you know, because people be hitting you sliding your DMs and your inbox like, hey, you very funny. We should probably hang out sometime. Like, ooh, who you been around? Like, where you been? Who? Let me see your papers. Like, let me see your papers. Let me see. Have you been tested? Like, have you been tested? And they be like, no, I don't believe in that. No, we can't fool around. I can't be trusting you. You got a conspiracy theory. Like, no, I had a girl tell me, ain't no COVID. I said, well, you try that. You gon' fool with that. Ain't no Kente. Ain't no COVID. Ain't no Kente over at your house. I'm not fooling with you. I don't trust you. You got to ask them. You got to ask different questions like, who you been around? How long you been around them? How many times? Do you have a little cough? Do you have a tickle in your throat? Let me see. I got a little gun. I take the temperature up to him. Like, let me see your forehead. Nope, that's 101. You got to go. You should go to the doctor right now. Going out of here. Because I'm not trying to get sick with you. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not selfish, but I'm selfish enough not to be sick with you. I don't want to be sick on a date. Like, I don't want to just be like, how'd you get sick? I went on a date. Because then you look stupid. Everybody will be like, you went out, they told you not to go around people. I know, but I was lonely. They don't care. They don't care you being lonely. They're going to be like, how you catch the COVID? He's stupid. He went out on a date. It probably wasn't even no good date. Because you can't, and then that's the other thing, like, the dates are different now. Like, I went out just to watch the game. Like, everything, you can't eat inside in California. So you dating outside in the middle of the street. Like, you are on the sidewalk next. You can have steak and lobster next to a homeless person in L.A. right here. They do be like, hey, man, can I get some of that? Man, I'm eating. I'm at crustaceans. He be like, well, I'm homeless right here. It's same sidewalk, bro. Same sidewalk. Like, I don't want steak and lobster and exhaust because they putting the tables right next to the edge of the sidewalk. Like, at the last time I went out, I paid my parking meter from my table. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm about to be out. There you go. That's another quarter right there. We good. We got another 13 minutes. and dating is different. Like, I had some friends be like, you know what, you should do Zoom dates. You should date on Zoom. It's safe. You in your house, you get to know that person. I did that. I tried it. I said, you know, okay, you want to meet on Zoom? She was like, cool. And then she gave me a Zoom room with no password. I was like, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. You ain't even want to secure your Zoom room. I don't feel like you securing yourself. You just letting anybody in your Zoom room. What are you doing in your house? You probably got the COVID. Like, and then I did one. I went on a Zoom room date, and we made it past. She got the password. And then she was like, you get some food, I get some food, and then we meet together, and we'll have dinner together. I was like, that's a beautiful idea. And I said, I went to El Pollo Loco and got my plate. And she pulled out a bag from Mastro's. I closed my laptop. I said, I can't afford this Zoom date. This is ridiculous. We gonna have to go COVID Dutch, because I don't know what you expect. We ever meet in person, you gonna know the real truth. That Cheesecake Factory is how I get down. First date. No. And then there's the dating. You got, if you go out in person, you gotta have a mask on. A lot of these ladies are just putting on a half full face of makeup. If you know what a full face of makeup is, ladies, and men that don't know, full face of makeup is foundation, eyelashes, rouge, all that. A lot of women just putting on half face because they don't expect to take their mask off. Like I went out with a lady and she had on half face and her upper half was beautiful. And she went to drink, took her mask off, and had a goatee like mine. I was like, hey, wait, what are we doing here? She said, oh, I forgot to shave. Why your voice get so deep all of a sudden? What's going on here? She's like, what are you saying? I said, you scared me. What is this? Put your mask back on. Because at the top, she looked like Halle Berry. From the bottom down, looked like Chuck Berry. I was like, no, ma'am, no, sir. It's ridiculous. and you know, it's getting longer. Like, I was like, yeah, you know, I can do 90 days, no dating. I passed the 90 days. I'll be like, 90 days, no dating. It's 6 months now. It's 6 months now. Now you're doing them texts to your exes because you think they might be safe. Like, hey, what you doing? Still not liking you? Oh, okay. Well, cool then. I'm going to go back on this Zoom date then and see how that works out for me. Because it's a lot. Like, I can understand, like I have my daughter at the house, so I got somebody to talk to, and I can understand how people are getting depressed, how they dealing with stuff, because being in your house alone, like my daughter went away for the weekend, and you do stuff when you alone that you probably wouldn't do by yourself. Like, you talk to yourself a lot when you're alone. Like, I didn't realize how much I talk to myself. my daughter left. I was narrating my day. Like, yep, about to get out the bed, about to go get in the shower. Oh, that's about to make me some breakfast. Oh, about to take me a nap. Oh, about to get on this Zoom room. Like, who are you talking to over here? Like, it's so bad. My daughter's dog is still at the house, so I didn't feel like I was crazy. I just talked to the dog all the time. Hey, buddy, I'll be right back. I'm going to see you later. This dog like, man, I don't know what you're talking about, man. You bringing some kibbles and bits or not? We not doing nothing? Okay, leave me alone. Like, it's too much. Like, I feel like I want outside to be open again. Like, I want stuff to be open again. Not everything. It ain't got to be everything. But I need to know how some stuff is essential and some stuff is not. Like, up until 3 weeks ago in California, you couldn't go to the barbershop, supposedly. Hey, I've been going. But don't tell nobody. But I can tell them now because the statute of limitations is over. I can't get in trouble for it. But before, when it first started, like the first 2-3 months, I was sneaking into my barbershop like it was an old school speakeasy. Like, I would go knock on the back door. He slides them open. I'd be like, the password is dough. Like, come on in, come on in. And then you got to sneak out. Like, I pulled up one time and there was a sheriff's car, the sheriff's police car in the parking lot. You know, I did 3 laps, parked down the street and walked to the front of the building, around the corner to the front of the building. Like I felt like I was cheating. Like, I felt like I was cheating. I was like, oh, somebody gonna find me. Let me sneak in here. Hey, barber, I need a cut. Just because I needed a haircut. How is it that Ralph's is essential, but my hairline not? I feel like that's what the problem is. Wasn't no black man in office. Because if this pandemic would have happened when Obama and Michelle were the first family, oh, black barbershops and beauty salons would have been essential services. Like, Obama was like, oh, no, I must have my haircut. Michelle was like, yeah, we need to get these edges tightened up. No, you better let America live. But when you have a dude in there with cotton candy on his head, he don't really care. He's like, I just swirl it like this and then I get up. So he don't care about your hairline. So that's what it is. But I understand. I love that we were innovative. Like nail salons were innovative. Like, nail salons, they was like, you can't do them inside. They were like, we going to rent out this whole parking lot. Like, it was people getting their nails done in the middle of Crenshaw Boulevard, had their feet in water on Crenshaw and King. I was like, ma'am, is that your... No, that's my nail salon. I'm right here. They was right there in the turning lane getting their feet done. I was like, I love it. We're not playing these games. We're going to make sure we get our money. We're going to make sure we are... Because it's small businesses. And y'all support small businesses like the restaurants and the beauticians and the barbershops. Y'all keep supporting them because they need our help. Because, you know, Ralph's going to be fine. But Mama and them's barbershop, they need your help. So y'all keep going to Mama and them bar. If you got knocked 3 times, go around the back, tell them Kente sent you. That's the password. Kente sent me. All right, y'all. We're going to start this comedy show off. Y'all ready to get this comedy show rolling? Coming to the stage, really, really good friend of mine. His brother's hilarious. He's been at the Comedy Cafe before. He's killed it. So he's going to do the same thing today. Straight out of Los Angeles, tours all over the country, does all the comedy clubs. You know him. You love him. Please put your hands together for my man, Chris Sneed.
What's going on, everybody? We in here. We are in here. This is my first time doing anything, holding a microphone, Whew, I tell you, man, it's been rough. It's crazy because as soon as I was ready to get back in the church, let me tell you how the devil worked. Then the pandemic hit, they shut down all the churches. Now I can't even go to church no more. I said, ain't that something? Right when I was ready. But let me tell you about my God. This is how my God worked. Soon as I was short on my rent, guess what? They said, we ain't got to pay rent and it's covered for 90 days. I said, look at my Lord Jesus. Because I'm just trying to stay healthy, man. Like, I've been doing everything that has to do with the Lord. Like, I'm wearing low-key blessed shirts. I'm wearing Yeezys now. Ever since he put out the gospel album, I'm just trying to stay safe. I'm just trying to stay safe. My ex, man, my family, we kind of like moved back in the house together since this pandemic. My ex says she think that God is trying to give families a sign that we need to get back together, man, and form a union. This is what my ex told me. I said, well, which family you think God want me with? Because I got 3 baby mothers, and if I had a choice, I'm going to go with the one that's on Section 8. I can afford that $500 a month rent. It taught me a lot about myself, man, not being able to go nowhere. It's crazy, man. Like, I did a show in front of live people for the first time last week. I'm so used to Zoom, I'm at the show like I was still on a Zoom show. I showed up to an engagement party with pajama pants and a blazer. They like, why you got that on? I'm so used to people not really being able to see all of me. It's been rough, man. One thing about this pandemic I will say is I'm an essential. I am an essential worker, so it ain't really stopped me. But I noticed what the government's trying to do, man. They got so many programs for us right now. Like, it's so many ways black people are getting money, whether if it's a loan or we get unemployment. And I believe what the government is trying to tell us, this is black people's reparations right now. This little money they handed out to us for free right now, this is our reparations. So you better enjoy it in 2020, because 2021, this is it. We paying everybody back. If you ain't paid rent for 6 months, all that you got to pay back. It's going to be something else. I went out and bought a brand new scooter. I had the rent money in my pocket. But once the landlord said, hey, if you're struggling, if you lost your job or they cut your hours, you ain't got to pay rent. I took that and ran with it. I said, this is amazing. Took my rent money, bought me a scooter. I'm doing a lot of things that I always wanted to do. I wanted to ride a motorcycle too. I waited till I got to my late 30s to decide that I want to ride a motorcycle. Yeah, I'm trying to live life on the edge. The only reason I waited till now, this is the perfect time. If you want to ride a motorcycle, this is the perfect time, because the traffic in LA, it's been great since the pandemic. Kept a lot of people off the street. This is what I love about it. I got from Los Angeles to Vegas in 45 minutes. It's been amazing. You know, you can go stay in a hotel right now, a luxury suite. If you wanted to impress a woman during the pandemic, is the best time. I stayed in a suite in Vegas, $30 a night, 2 bedrooms, granite countertops. It was so nice, and I was like, you know, this is my new spot. Living there for 30 days, you feel like you're doing it. Love it, man. Back in June, I got diagnosed. It was on Father's Day, too. I was diagnosed with COVID-19. And it's a trip, man. It happened on Father's Day, the day that my son brought me a card, and I felt like he had something to do with it, my 19-year-old. He got me a card, and then the card, I thought they got the card from like Dollar Tree, Food for Less, somewhere. He bought a card off the street. So my card came with a mask, and I got COVID on June 22nd, man. June 22nd, I was diagnosed. That was that Monday after Father's Day. And what I will say, everybody out there who's been infected with the COVID-19, it is serious. It is serious. So I will suggest, please You know, continue to do what you need to do, people out there, if you're watching. Continue practicing a 6 feet distance and wearing your mask, okay? Because it's very important. And what I noticed during this time, man, like, I noticed this pandemic got me really attracted to older women 55 and up. I'm done with younger women. You know, I during this pandemic, I need a woman who masks match their outfit. Okay? That's a grown woman to me. You know, these young women right now, man, they try to get you caught up with these masks too. These masks is something else. I went out on a date with a young woman. She left her mask in my car. Now, I'm not married or nothing, but I'm still trying to find me a soulmate. So she left the mask in my car. I get in the car with another lady. She said, who mask is that? I said, that's my mama's. This is how she knew I was lying. The mask had rhinestones all over it, okay? Don't no grown woman put rhinestones on her mask. That's why I'm done with young women. I need a grown woman. I got a woman that's 55 and up. They not coming out the house right now. They taking the pandemic serious. All you 55 and up right now watching, y'all at home by yourself with the mask on right now. That's the woman I want, who walk around the house with her mask on, the same material as her slip. That's the woman I'm interested in. I tell you what, I never dated so many women a day in my life right now. It's perfect. This is the perfect time for dating because everything is closed. You can't go out to eat. You can, but now you got to be outside. You can't even sit inside. So our time outside is limited because of the weather, okay? I went on a date for the first time last week. We went to Denny's. We sat underneath a tent. It was 97 degrees outside. We was in the valley. Like, yeah. And the girl complained, like, hey, we've been talking for a little while. You don't never take me out. I said, let's go out now. Get dressed. I want to take you out. We went to Denny's in the valley, 97 degrees. The girl was ready to go before our fruit punch came, okay? I said, see, I'm trying to take you out. I'm trying to do something. Got a 3-year-old daughter, man. This is rough during the pandemic too, man. Because can't really go to preschool like that. Can't really go to preschool. But I will say this, though. My job, being an essential, they giving me a child care grant. $300 a week to find somebody to watch my child. And I leave her by herself. I'm keeping that $300. This $300 every week. You think I'm about to go really pay somebody the $300 I'm getting for free to watch my baby? No, she need to learn. You gonna stay home by yourself. And I'm gonna keep this $300 in my pocket. I'm an essential worker, man. That's sexy to women right now too, man. I feel sorry for the people that lost their job, but being an essential worker is sexy because I work at a hospital. And they treat you crazy too, man. Like, going around people and my friends, when I say I work at a hospital, they don't really want to be around me because they know you're more prone to probably getting sick working at the hospital. But all my friends that was just doing comedy, and that's all they was doing for a living, man, they didn't have to get up in the morning like I had to get up in the morning and go to work faithfully at the hospital. They all calling me now, hey, Chris, you think that little hospital job hiring? Uh-huh. Now I'm essential to my friends. And just because I work at a hospital, black folks always think I'm walking around with COVID tests in my pocket. I'm not that essential. I'm just a clerk. All I can do is check you in. I walk around with a badge that say RN, but all I can do is just check you in. My title ain't that amazing. My son, I got a 15-year-old now doing home studies. Yeah, they sitting at the house on the Zoom. He talking about, Dad, I think I do better interacting with other students. I said, man, you failed every class when you was going to school. Now you do better interacting with other students now that you at home. My son got more tardies at home than he did when he was going to school. I said, how you more tardy now? He wanted to blame it on my internet connection. Dad, you need to just, your Wi-Fi ain't good enough. It keep tiling. I can't really get on like that. My mom's 65, man. My mom, she having a rough time dealing with it. She's 65. She feel like she can't come out the house at all. She don't want to do nothing. My mom asked me to come over. Chris, can you come over and raise my garage up? Huh? Because her garage clicker broke and she don't want to be able to go. She don't want to go outside and open the garage herself. Asked me to come over to raise her garage up. 65 and up. She think everything. She gonna catch everything. Well, Chris, they said the stuff is in the air. I don't want to go outside. Can you come water my grass? I'm like, Ma, I'll come water the grass. Chris, the mail is running late. I don't want to go outside. Can you come get my mail? My mom got a little boyfriend now. Chris, I don't really want to go out on a date with him. Can you go out and entertain him and put me on FaceTime? Now I'm dating my mama boyfriend because she don't want to go outside. Got her on FaceTime. Yeah, man, you enjoying this? This is what he bought for you. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Love my life right now. I'm so blessed. I am so blessed. I thought about getting married during the pandemic. I think anybody who get married now during this time, that's the smartest man in the world. You can have a wedding for $25 right now. If you're going to get married today. I'm going to tell you something, because can't nobody attend. You're going to have 7 people there. You know, that's a DoorDash from Chili's. You spend $75 on food and $25 to rent out a building if you get married right now. I think this is the best time to get married, man. Me and my daughter's mom, I thought about it too, man. 8-year relationship. I thought about it. I said, man, she been sticking with me right now for this past 7 months. She been sticking with me. Granted that we can't really go nowhere and can't meet nobody. She been sticking by my side. So I was like, dang, I should get married. It's a few parking lots I checked out. I had my friend, he got married in his auntie's driveway. And I went to the wedding too. We drove past and everybody blew the horn. Hey, congratulations. I was like, wow, it didn't cost him nothing. Didn't cost him nothing. Anybody miss? I know y'all miss a lot of stuff, man. Y'all miss a lot of stuff, man. I can't wait till I want the clubs to open back up. I miss going to the club. Miss going to the club, man. You know, buying a drink or two every now and then, you know, water, have a little glass of wine and unwind. I miss going to the club. And I wonder how the club gonna be when it open back up. What y'all think it's gonna be? You think people gonna be still wearing their masks? Or you think it's still gonna be like social distance? Like, cause I went to a club on Instagram, man, and they have a lot of clubs on social media right now. And this was like one of the best times I ever had too, in my living room. I had the phone up. It was Instagram Live too, man, and my boy was a DJ. And it was amazing, man. I had my whole family. We got dressed up and everything. We was all in the living room, in the club, buying drinks. And then the neighbor walked past. I'm like, hey, what's up? What you doing over here? And I got with the neighbor and I asked her, did you want a drink? It was just so real. But I wonder how it's gonna be when it open back up again, man. I don't know. I wonder if it'll ever get back together. I think so. But I'm not sure though. I tell you this, don't be treating me funny because I got allergies. Yeah, man. This messed us up. A lot of people with allergies is messed up right now. We can't, you know, especially around this time, the humidity and it's hot. It's like my friends don't even want to be around me, man. I was talking to one of my boys and I went like this. He said, hey, man, what's wrong with you, bro? I said, man, it's nothing but just my allergies. He said, no, that's one of the symptoms. I said, no, that's not one of the symptoms. I work at the hospital. Are you a doctor? No, but I'm almost like one. I'm a receptionist, so I see the doctor's schedule. It's messing people up with allergies. I'm gonna get out of my apartment, man. I got some messed up neighbors. Let me tell you something, man. I realize they don't make neighbors like they used to. I can't wait till the market crash. A lot of people, the market is going to crash when it's time to buy a home. I say around this time next year. I can't wait, man, because I got some messed up neighbors. You know how neighbors in apartments, man, they ask you for little things like, hey, can I borrow some syrup? You know, I made some pancakes. I ain't got no more syrup. Hey, you think you got some butter I can borrow? My neighbor the other day asked me to borrow $80 so he can pay his Wi-Fi bill. Who asked their neighbor for some money to pay their Wi-Fi bill? I ended up giving him $100, man. I gave him I said, because I've been using his Wi-Fi for the past 3 years. I said, you're the reason my son can go to school right now, okay? You need 125? Appreciate you. The password still your mama name? Dorthine? Messed up neighbors, man. I'm so glad I bounced back, man. I'm so healthy right now. I've been trying to keep it together, work out, doing the home workouts from the house. I be thinking I'm doing something, sitting on the edge of my couch doing this. I ain't really doing nothing. Trying to stay in shape. A bunch of grays is growing in now. I didn't realize I had so many grays too during this pandemic. They had shut down the barber shops. I'm gonna tell you something about hood chicks though. Hood chicks, I said, man, how y'all feel that you couldn't get your nails done? I had this one lady tell me my nail lady ain't never shut down. That's what I love about women in the hood. The pandemic don't affect hood people at all. She been getting her nails done outside for the past year. Nothing ain't never shut down. My barber's like, man, why you stop coming? We still cutting hair. We don't care. I got a hood barbershop. Ever since they started giving out loans, I went to the barbershop when they first reopened. Barbershop looked just like this. I ain't never seen so many monitors on the wall at a barbershop. This dude got a 100-inch TV on the wall. What you need that on the wall for? Oh, you got that small business loan, huh? He done redid the whole barbershop. Got a whole Laker memorial on the wall. Put a basketball court up. This is a barbershop. It looked like a gym up in there. Barbershop had a treadmill in it. Black folks taking that money doing whatever we want to do. Up in there selling masks. My barber selling stuff he bought from Macy's and ordered online. Gonna take the tag off and sell it, put it on the wall at the barbershop. So, only at my barbershop, man. Tell you, the mall ain't never really stopped for me. The mall ain't never really stopped. I bought some briefs from my barber. Had socks. My friend had a baby shower. I bought a whole stroller from the barber shop. Love my barbershop, man. I say this one thing, man, to all y'all out there. This is. I just want everybody to be safe, and I want everybody to stay woke. As we know, Black lives do matter. I must put that out there to everybody. I want to say I'm praying that we keep sticking it together and supporting black business people, okay? You know, we was out there protesting, we was out there marching, we was out there sticking together, and it felt good that black folks said, you know what, man, this is what it's about. We need justice for Breonna Taylor. We need justice for George Floyd. We need, and the list goes on and on and on and on, okay? And I will say this. After all this is done and it's over with, let's still stick together and let's still continue to let our voices be heard and still say Black Lives Matter, okay? Because it seems like once everything open up, man, the government is going to make us forget about that, okay? So it's really important. I say this because I was in a hood. I was in a gang-infested hood, and I just wanted to see something. I just felt like since Black Lives Matter, it don't matter what I got on, I could just walk through the hood and Black Lives Matter. So I went to the projects in Nickerson Gardens. So I walked through. That is primarily Bloods, and I had on all blue. But I said, I'm not scared. I got on the all blue low-key blessed t-shirt and Black Lives Matter. So I'm going to walk through the hood. I'm going to tell you something. It don't matter in the projects, okay? It does not matter. I ran up out of there screaming Black Lives Matter. It does not matter. When it comes to the gang stuff, it doesn't matter. And I just want to tell everybody, man, come on, dude. That gang stuff, let's stop. I don't have no punchline for this, but if we're going to stick to it, it don't matter where you're from. Let's all just continue to stick together, because when we stick together as black folks, man, black people, I'm telling you, man, we are the most powerful in the world. And I ain't even got no joke for this, but I just wanted to put that out there for people that's watching, man. Don't let them deter you or get you thrown off track after all this is settled and done with, man. Let's stick together. Black Lives Matter. Justice for Breonna Taylor. I'm Christine. You have a good night.
All right, Comedy Cafe. Yeah, show your love one more time for my funny folks, man. They are hilarious. This is what we gonna be doing for y'all every week. Comedy Cafe, the laugh train don't stop. We trying to bring this laughter to you every week. So please follow us, check us out on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, the church website. You know what it is. Faithful Central Comedy Cafe. I'm your host, Kente Scott. Share us with some friends. Let some friends know we bringing this laughter to y'all. In the pandemic, we making it happen. God bless y'all. Good night.